Hello, it's Thursday night. It's 9 o'clock. It's Thursday Night Vibes with Master Rochi and Caitlin. Say hello, Caitlin.
Hello.
How are you tonight?
I'm okay.
Uh, you know, we want vibey. We want groovy. We want peachy. We don't want okay.
I'm chill.
That's better. That's much better than okay.
Well,
Okay. Okay,
it's been a
man.
rough week.
Okay. Well, it's been a rough week.
Because a Monday, or I guess Sunday night, one of our horses was sick. Then Tuesday, my cat was sick. Wednesday, my washer broke, and today, my car broke down.
I'd say that qualifies for a rough week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a rough week. So, yeah.
I can see that. Well, hopefully next week will be better.
Hopefully.
And
Every day's a new day.
every day's a new day. Every day is the future, the mystery.
Or
You never know what tomorrow is going to bring.
every day's a new adventure.
Yes. Life's like a box of chocolates.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a rough week, but in retrospect, it hasn't been horrible.
But
it could be worse.
I have to kind of disagree with that statement, because at least any chocolate you get's still chocolate, right?
True.
I'm saying life's like a bunch of scratchers.
Oh, yeah.
And most of them are winners, or maybe you break even. So that's what I think.
Here lately, all the scratchers I've been getting are losers.
Mm-hmm. Hey, need to sage your house.
Yeah, I know.
Need to sage your vehicle.
I gotta go shopping.
Need to sage yourself.
I did an egg cleanse.
Right. But you still need to, do a dispel.
I know. I did the egg cleanse.
Yeah. Well, that's a start. That's a start.
It is.
Well, yeah, we kind of had a rough day today. Went to our friend's funeral today, and that's always makes kind of heavy in the heart. And then Mama Rochi had a tooth infection that she has been nursing and kind of putting off for several days. Well,
years.
Today she couldn't handle it any longer. So anyway, a shout out to Mama Rochi, who is sleeping after the shot in the butt. But she's feeling much better. So she's gonna relax and bounce right back.
Let the antibiotics do their magic.
Right. Well, I figured we'd change things up tonight and let you go with your topic first.
I don't have a topic tonight. I told you this. Why? I told you.
I'm so disappointed.
Rough week, no topic.
David said,
My cat's gonna make it.
David said, I'm here at my DJ job spinning the shit song they want you to love.
What?
That's just what he said.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, okay, I'll repeat it. David said, I'm here. I'm at my DJ job.
David!
Spinning the shit song they want you to love. And he also said, since I have started this, I have learned to act.
Right. I feel you, brother. I feel you. I couldn't do it. It would crush my soul to have to listen to a lot of that garbage that you are being forced to play. I feel for you. But you see, we've got a cultured audience. We got a good audience here. So we're not playing that candy crap for the brain stuff that you're being forced to play. We're going to be playing your stuff that is great. And for the people that don't know, David was not only our first musical guest, but he was our first guest on our show when we started. So he's a longtime friend. He's one of my personally favorite artists. Thanks, Dave, for tuning in. And hey, thanks for the music. We only got one song, though. We had some
technical difficulties.
I think one of our files degraded. So anyway, we're going to be playing Losing You, right?
Yep.
Right. Okay, so that's going to be coming up. So before we get any further, Caitlin,
No.
do you know who sponsors this show?
Wonderful. I don't know.
Well, what do you have in your bottle or in your hand there? What is in the bottle?
I've suddenly forgotten how to read.
Oh, well, Master Rochi's Garden. Master Rochi's Garden is the sponsor of this show. And we have some wonderful, wonderful products. And our beard oil here is now available on Amazon. So if you find it easier going to Amazon than going to our store, then please check us out. We're going to have some other merchandise also on Amazon. Unfortunately, we're not going to have our oils on Amazon. You know, we want to be totally honest about the products that we sell, and I know that some CBD companies are selling under, you know, omega 8s or 6s, 3s, 9s. We're not going to do that. So if you're interested in our oils, check out masterrochesgarden.com, masterrochesgarden.com, and you can find our full line of products. The other cool thing about our beard oils, they are going to be featured in swag bags. Yes, swag bags at the Miami Fashion Week this year. And if at all possible, I hope to be down during Miami Fashion Week myself. So, but yes, these will be going out to some really interesting people, and we really are thankful for the opportunity. And you know, I'm glad people like us well enough to put us in the bags for that big of an event. That is great. But please check out Master Rochi's beard oil. I love it on my beard. It's nice and light. It's got a light scent to it that will dissipate. So if you're wearing cologne or aftershave, it's not going to compete. Caitlin's using it on her hair. I've heard of people using it for some dry skin on the face, for some facial irritations on their hands. We're getting all kinds of uses for this beard oil. You know, every time I hear from somebody will say, "Hey, did you know you can use it for this too?" No, I didn't, but thank you for the information. So, yeah, check out. We have 2 fragrances, Nagshampa, which is my personal favorite, and the Oak Moss Amber. So, both are great. Both, you know, we've had fantastic feedback. But again, Master Rochi's Garden at masterrochesgarden.com. And you were saying, Caitlin?
The best time to use it on your hair is when your hair is slightly damp, to help lock in the moisture.
Right.
Same with your skin.
Very good.
Slightly
yes.
damp.
Slightly damp.
Slightly damp. That was my nickname in high school.
Why was it your nickname in high school?
That's just a joke. It's just a joke.
I don't think so. What do you think?
It's just a joke.
Is it a joke? You can vote for Caitlin.
My God. Whatever.
Think it's true.
Whatever.
Vote for Master Rochi. So we'll see what everybody thinks here.
It's just a joke.
I don't think so.
It's just a joke.
Well, one of the things I want to talk about tonight is, you know, there's been a lot of discussion in the past few years, but it's starting to heat up a little bit more now. Synthetics versus full plant, and there's arguments for each. There's science out there that supports, you know, both, each. But I kind of want to talk about that tonight.
Right now?
So,
you want to talk about it now?
Yeah. Did you happen to look over any of the material?
Yeah.
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 Is that I'm winging it?
I read an article. Well,
one of the, let's see here. You can see which kind of side of the fence I'm on. Don't panic. It's organic. From my readings, they've done some in vitro tests with just cells, and the synthetic and the high purified plant CBD performed equally as well.
Yes.
In vitro tests.
You know
So,
why?
pardon me?
You know why?
Well, they're virtually identical.
Yes.
Now, with that being said, that's great. But they're also talking about the synthesized or synthetic CBD starting to creep into the market more and more because number one, it's pure, yes, cheaper by far than plant-based CBD.
It also doesn't have any THC content at
Right.
all. At all.
Now, that is all great. However, it is still a hypothesis, but one that I believe in personally. So I want to state that there is a thing that's called the entourage effect. That it says that the full myriad of cannabinoids help one another, so the sum is larger than the individual parts.
Right.
And that is one thing that you're missing now. They're starting to run some studies now on synthetics versus full plant, because basically when you're getting synthetic CBD, you're getting an isolate.
Mm-hmm.
That's what you're getting, and you're also getting also toxic traces of bromide and fluoride that can be shown up into the samples. Now, they're saying, well, it's so much purer than grown in soil, farm-based, hemp and cannabis. And, that makes a really good argument on paper. There's absolutely no contaminants. However, in real life, all of our food is grown in the same soil that, this is. And they also mentioned that one of their points being, cannabis is so good at cleaning the soil. Pulling up nickel and lead and cadmium and all kinds of heavy metals and leaching them out of the soil.
Right.
Well, we can't have that in our medicine. Well, no, you're going to probably plant hemp on land reclamations. You're not going to be
not something you're going to consume.
Right. You're not going to be planting medical grades,
yeah.
hemp plants or cannabis plants on that kind of soil. It's just like you're not going to put, crops on that kind of soil.
Right.
So I think that argument doesn't really hold much water. I do believe the entourage effect is something that's important, and I'm looking for more information to come about soon on that.
I think the synthetic's good for research purposes because it helps push the research through.
Speaking of research.
No. No.
Congress just passed a law where it allows testing and research on state legal cannabis. This has been a big debate and a big roadblock on cannabis research in the past years because there was only one place in the United States that could grow cannabis legally. I think that was University of Mississippi. Anyway, all the labs got their samples from there. But they were sub-quality to everything else that was around it. I mean, just really shitty cannabis. I mean,
poor quality.
Yeah, just terrible weed. And the researchers going, you want us to do what with this? So now they can actually go out and get good quality strains for research purposes.
And that's of cannabis?
Yes.
Well, that's good, though, because, nobody wants the shitty stuff, so why are they going to try to use that for research? Right. You're going to want to use what the people are using for research.
Well, for medical also, you want to use, the finest strains that, and you can, by going out and getting state legally grown cannabis, you can check out the, better terpene profiles from different strains, different THC percentages. You can actually get some real research done.
Right. Yeah.
So I'm all excited about that. That is finally a move in the right direction, at least research-wise.
Yeah.
And hopefully the Senate will consider, this MORE Act, and let's get that passed.
Oh yeah, yeah. Because you can't be basing your research off of dirt weed.
No, you can't.
No, because then you got dirt research.
Mhm. Well, you don't have accurate findings for what you have out there.
Well, and all the different strains, they do so many different things. And if you're only working with one strain that's been provided by this one place, your research is going to be a very narrow.
Right. It's something I would love to see some growers get into. Because, face it, we're going to have the mega pharmaceutical, big business companies that are going to be providing all kinds of, mass marketed products. But we still need, good craft growers. And I would like to see some craft growers get into stuff other than just high THC. I mean, yeah, great. Congratulations, 31%. Good job. I'd rather see, more interesting terpene combinations. I would be interested to see strains that are high in CBG. They have strains high in CBD now.
Right.
But I would like to see them start branching out into different cannabinoids and growing high strain CBN.
Yeah.
CBC, just to see, that terpene profile. I mean, I think it's just going to be amazing research, and the stuff that we already know about these cannabinoids. This could unlock all kinds of stuff.
Oh yeah, and it could be like a fine wine tasting, except for like a fine weed tasting.
Right. Well, wine and weed pairings are a big thing.
Oh yeah. Yes. And then also, like we talked about last week with the different cannabinoids have different purposes. So like when you're going into the different strains with the different cannabinoids, mm-hmm. you can treat different things better. Oh my gosh.
You started it.
I didn't. I gesture when I talk.
Uh-huh.
Leave me alone.
I will.
Leave me alone.
Most certainly.
Leave me alone.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
Well, you know what? I think this might be a good time to go into our musical artist of the night, our good friend David Thompson, out of Arkansas. I think it's Fort Smith, isn't he? I think Fort Smith. I'm sorry, David. I think it is. But anyway, check this guy out. I mean, he's great. Really dig some of the stuff he does. He has another, we were going to play another song off of his album, Rednecks and Prom Queens. Music for Rednecks and Prom Queens. We didn't get that song because we had file degradation, but we'll catch up on that maybe next week. But, check out his work. And, well, Waylon?
Waylon, hit us with that tasty lick.
All right.
Staring at the stars, not knowing where you are. I think maybe tomorrow but I know where to go. I get a funny feeling as I stare at the ceiling. I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm losing you. And I get angry as I stare at the ceiling. I'm losing you. I get a funny feeling when I look at the ceiling. Maybe tomorrow, but I know how that goes. I'm losing you. Yeah, I'm losing you. I'm losing you.
And welcome back. That was David Thompson. Man, Waylon and I were talking during that during your song, and saying that yeah, that's probably our favorite so far.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's got a good sound to it. I still think he's got kind of a Petty-esque voice, Dylan Petty voice to him.
To me, it's a mix with Ozzy Osbourne and there's another guy, I can't think of his name. The guy you said. Yeah.
Which one?
Literally.
Which one?
No, I'm saying it's like a mix.
He said two different guys.
Yeah, Petty and Dylan.
Dylan. That's
Dylan.
what it was. Yeah, because you said that. But,
Excuse me.
It definitely.
Oh, get off of me.
To me, it seems
Get
like
off of
that.
me.
I know you too.
Oh, Ferbert. If you see the camera moving, that's because we have a rather large cat nudging on it.
Damn you, Ferbert.
So, yeah, Katie, you were talking a little bit during the time out about craft, and you're right. This is the craft growing industry is like craft beer, craft whiskey.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The finer things in life.
Yeah, and they're coming up with some really, really cool strains out there from crossbreeding different strains.
Yeah.
And all. There's some really good genetics going on out there. So I'm excited about that.
I like craft stuff because it's more about the flavor profile rather than the effects.
Exactly. And when we're going from a medical, there are different terpenes can affect different things. And we're really looking forward to getting into some of those discussions.
More about from the medical standpoint, more about focusing it on treating a problem, knife hand, that you have.
Yes, and you can dial it in. Again, we've got some really interesting products coming down the road where we're taking herbal and home remedy concepts and updating them and combining them with cannabinoids.
We should make some teas.
Oh, we may do that.
Teas are really popular right now.
We may do that. I dig tea.
I like some good steeped tea.
I like Earl Grey. That is my favorite tea.
I like English breakfast.
Okay.
With a little bit of milk. Just a little bit. A smidgen.
No.
And honey.
Earl Grey and a little honey.
You ever had chamomile?
Oh yeah, I love chamomile, especially in the evening.
Chamomile and lavender.
Sleepy time, celestial seasoning, sleepy time, chamomile tea is excellent.
You know what? I think when we were at Kroger the other day, I saw that sleepy time has been around for 50 years now.
Really?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's what it said. Celebrating 50 years.
Yep, I'm almost 52.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh. I am.
Now, is that 50 space TOO? Or is that 50 -2?
TOO.
Ah,
Right, right.
okay. Alright.
Or I'm 50-ish.
Ish. 50-ish.
Yeah, you know, kind of on that borderline between 30 and 50.
You stopped counting.
Who said I ever could?
He can't count that high.
Not even with my shoes off. Hey, you know what? I want to thank everybody out there that is sharing our videos and, you know, dropping by the website and checking things out and getting some items from us. Thank you, because, you know, all of this really helps us being a small startup business.
Oh, yeah.
You know, every website like, every, you know, share really helps us out. And the more we, you know, you help us out, the more we can help others out.
Yeah.
And you know, it's you know, you're just as important as anybody else to us.
Yeah.
And that's why we want to bring you the finest products from where?
I don't know.
Yeah.
But when you share with a friend, everybody gets to experience Caitlin, and I feel like everybody should have the chance to experience Caitlin once in their lifetime. At least once.
Well, because once is all you need. But we are sponsored by Master Rochi's Garden. And on masterrochesgarden.com, you can get the original, yes, original rolling tray. Back in the day, you know, every time you went over to somebody's house, they'd reach under the couch or the chair and pull this up. And back then, you had seeds in all your herb and stems, so you had to have a way to clean it out without it all going everywhere. So you could clean it up, let the seeds roll down, the stems, but that was your original rolling tray. No, not this time. Nope. Fool me once. Fail me twice. No. So stop by Master Rochi's Garden and check out our original rolling trays, our t-shirts, our grinders. We have all kinds of different merchandise, our oils, our carts. So, and if you like what you're getting, please, you know, leave us a testimony, leave us a note, and we will put it up on our website and maybe give a shout out on our live. You never know. You never know. And keep your eyes open for our 420 special. Our 420 special will be with an order of our oils, carts, or beard oil.
Quit looking at me.
You will get a free original rolling tray that comes in orange and teal. Orange and teal going with that vibey feel.
When you say 420 special, all I think of is South Park.
You would. You would.
Everybody needs a little bit of integrity.
No, everybody needs a little bit of Master Rochi.
Everybody needs a little bit of Rochi.
Yeah, little Rochi Garden going around.
You can really feel the love with Master Rochi's products.
I don't know
The
about
quality craftsmanship that goes into making them. You can feel it.
Well, you know, we're a family business, and you know, I'm not going to give anybody anything that I'm not going to give my family and take myself. You know, we're not spokespersons for, you know, a big organization. We don't have, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars behind us. You know, we're trying to do what's right for people, what's right for the environment. We're not just about hemp and cannabis recreationally and medicinally. We're also for the industrial uses, the green uses, the land reclamation. You know, why be cutting down trees that takes 50 years to grow when you can cut down a harvest of hemp and grow the same amount next season? And it, you know, helps take the carbon out of the environment. So, you know, give us back our trees and let's start planting some hemp to supplement, at least supplement the portions of this.
Oh yeah, all the stuff that's gonna help us save our planet.
Yeah. Everybody's talking about, being green, but my question is, what are we going to do with all these batteries out of these cars and stuff? I mean, I don't know, how do you dispose of lithium batteries or whatever these batteries are made out of? I don't think they're going to go into landfills. I mean, are we going to run into the same issue with battery disposals that we ran into with the disposing of nuclear waste?
Now, do you mean like after it's all electronic cars, or do you mean like right now?
Well, I mean, with electronic cars in the future, what are we going to do with the batteries? That's something I just haven't heard anybody really talk about. I mean, I'm all for green technology, and well, I'm all for technology, green or otherwise. I'm also for all energy sources until truly can be green, but that's going to take a while.
Right.
The technology is just not there, and the infrastructure is just not there. I mean, my God, we have the same infrastructure for the last 100 years?
A bajillion years.
So until we improve the infrastructure, I don't think electric cars are going to do us much good.
No, yeah.
But hemp can save the world, and cannabis can save the honeybees. And,
it can.
We have such a opportunity here to really improve our environment in a healthy, natural way. Not where we're trying to manipulate our environment to improve it. For God's sakes, let's quit trying to improve shit.
Yeah.
Because every time we try to improve something, we just make it worse.
Yeah. Everybody needs to watch Bee Movie, and then we'll go from there. Because if we don't save the bees, we're screwed. Bees are the basis of all life.
Well, they are. They're a major pollinator, and the populations are just, they're killing us.
You remember Bee Movie? You remember watching Bee Movie?
Yes. Oh God.
When all the bees stopped working, everything started dying off, and that's like, it's true.
Oh yeah.
If all the bees start dying off, nothing's gonna be working.
But bees love cannabis, and the more hemp and cannabis farms there are, that's going to help the bee population recover. So you know
how they make wildflower honey? Cannabis honey, but not like that you've infused.
Right.
I've just come up with another business idea. I'm brilliant.
It won't really.
Why?
Why? Because like anything else, it would have to be decarbed.
Well, I'm just saying, honey made with.
But it would have all the other properties other than the psychoactive properties.
That's what I'm saying.
So I would think. I don't know how the bee enzymes would affect with all of that. I'm not a chemist.
The honey.
Yeah, the honey. But that's interesting. But still, it would be great honey.
That's what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm. It would be great honey. So there's all kinds of stuff out there, and people just need to relax a little bit. It does not turn you into an axe-wielding murderer. It does not make you a sociable, undesirable. You would be surprised how many people are partaking of cannabis in both prohibition and non-prohibition states. It definitely would be surprising.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and and we need a lot of those people to speak up also.
Oh yeah.
But everybody's afraid, especially in prohibition states, of being branded or targeted.
Yeah.
So nobody wants to speak up, but we need to, especially in Indiana with the Senate Bill 209. Guys, we don't want this to pass. This is bad for business. This is bad for personal freedoms. I don't like how they're trying to pass this law kind of in the middle of the night behind everybody.
Right.
There wasn't much discussion at all about this or much coverage that I saw news-wise.
No, you hardly see it on the news.
Mm-hmm.
I be seeing the news all day.
And people are just
It's
gonna
not brought up.
they're gonna do in Indiana with Delta 8 and other cannabinoids what the federal government did with cannabis. Just kind of tell them, oh, it's a bad marijuana, terrible marijuana, and then it's wait a minute, you outlawed tincture of cannabis, which was one of the most popular medicines before prohibition. In fact, the AMA wrote an article against including cannabis on that Schedule 1 prohibition because they said that there was many medical uses for it, and their letter got thrown in the trash.
And that the AMA is the American Medical Association.
Right, but before they were influenced by big money and big pharma and big insurance, they actually had a medical point of view and not a political point of view.
And we can't let this bill pass because I know so many people that use Delta 8 as medicine.
Mm-hmm.
So many people. I can't count how many people I know that use it as a medicine to help treat anxiety, insomnia.
Unfortunately, our legislators can't see that far. Now, some of them can, but most of them is going, oh my God, it's a drug loophole. We gotta close the drug loophole.
It's not just that. They can't see. I thought of this line. I think it's a quality line.
Yes.
They can't see past the linings of their pockets.
Well, a lot of them.
Put that on a T-shirt.
If it's your campaign contributors, they're going, no, we personally don't like that. So those 3, 4, 5 individuals have more of a say than all the voters because well, you've got to listen to where the money comes from, right? And not exactly if you're an honest politician. But
do those exist?
I've heard, and there's some. You know what? There are a few that they may disagree with something, but if they know that their constituents are for it, then they swallow it and they're going, that's why I'm here, to do the will of the people that sent me here. I might not personally agree with it, but this is what my voters want. Those are the kind of politicians I respect. Again, I really could care less about, right, left. I'm a libertarian.
I'm a free radical.
In more sense than one.
Oh my God.
But I'm a libertarian, and this right, left, Republican, Democrat stuff is getting really tiresome. The last election I voted for a Democrat, a Libertarian, and a Republican. So it's all about the individual and the integrity about that individual.
I hate it when they try to make you vote straight ticket.
Who tries to do? Who's making you do that?
Nobody's making you do that, but
It's the usually.
Well, no. When I go to vote, you have 3 options, and so I think that's kind of confusing to the voter because they're like, well, are you a Democrat or a Republican? Oh, you're a Democrat, go to this line, and then you just vote straight ticket.
Well,
you got to actually speak up and be like, well, hey, I vote for both. Then you go get sent to the 3rd separate line.
Mm-hmm.
But the majority of the time when I go to vote at my polling place, there's those 2 lines are the ones that are filled the most.
All right.
Because why couldn't you? Yeah. Why?
She spent time on the Group W bench too. For all of you get that one.
What's the Group W bench?
Exactly.
Why? Why you gotta make fun of me?
Because it's fun to do. And
no, I feel like that's slightly deceiving to voters, is it not? At least slightly.
I haven't found it that way, but I don't know. It could be. That's something that we need to ask everybody else about.
I feel like it is.
You're right.
Because
I don't discount you on that at all.
I feel like it's at least slightly deceiving. It's a little shady.
A little shady. All right. All right. If you say so,
Sus.
I will agree with you.
That's always a good idea.
So, what else do you have the breaks that's going to happen next weekend or next week? The car,
I think my dryer
the dryer is going to go.
and my stove. The dryer or my stove? My dryer or my stove?
That sucks.
That's what I'm speculating. Because my stove's acting up. So I think it's going to break next. But my stove is like from the 80s.
Right. Well, weren't you telling me like 6 weeks ago you were needing a new kitchen?
I need to just throw everything out and start over.
It sounds like you're kind of moving that direction.
Get rid of everything and just...
Right. Right.
But, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
That's
Oh.
what I said. It ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
I mean, if it's still halfway working, technically it's not broken, so why fix it?
That's right.
We're reaching out to D-Bots, who had been bringing us music from At the Cookout, and he is going to be our guest on the show here in coming weeks once we figure out the scheduling. Our people are in touch with his people, and they're talking, and they're going to call me up and let me know.
We have people?
Yeah, we got people.
David Thompson said, "Guys, thank you so much. I'm going to get off here and finish this.
Namaste, my
I
friend.
will email you my last album's artwork and the best 5 or so tomorrow."
Thank you, my friend, and go back to your own personal version of hell. So, later on. Oh, very good. I think that kind of wraps up most of my thoughts for tonight.
You don't have any more thoughts?
Well, I've got a lot of thoughts, but I don't think anything that I really want on film.
I might get off topic.
Oh, yeah. You just want me to free associate, for what's in my head?
I'd like you to incriminate yourself on a recording.
Oh, you did that last weekend.
Did I?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Listen, I don't drink that often, but when I do, it gets crazy.
Well, they say the truth comes out.
Shame.
What?
Did you watch the whole video?
No.
I was mashing up.
couldn't watch all of it.
I was mashing up mandarin oranges
Oh, God.
to
And
make
mix them with peach schnapps.
to make a fuzzy navel because nobody had orange juice.
Yes, yeah, that was kind of my.
For
my
the
reaction.
record, I still drank / ate it, so no materials were wasted.
You do you.
I was going to record it, and I thought, why record it when I can just go live and show Caitlin in her natural habitat?
Drinking's
And
not really my natural habitat.
Well, no, but it was that night. And yes, I wanted to.
When you
I
can
wanted to
see
do
the
that for you.
when you can see the cogs spinning and the smoke coming out of my ears because I have an idea.
More like smoke coming out of your ears and gears grinding.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's kind of what my car was like this morning.
Yeah, hopefully we can get that fixed. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining us. And do you want to say goodnight, Caitlin?
No.
You don't?
Have a good evening, folks.
Have a good evening, folks. Hey, as always, peace, love, and good vibes, my friends. Thank you.